And now it's time for a weekly time of laughter with Pastor Bob.
Song that we're going to receive our offering, but it is now once again time for our weekly time of laughter. Amen. Amen. Mrs. Pruitt, make sure you're here. All right. Now, a very young doctor had moved to a very small community in
Sesame Street.
Kentucky.
Oh, come on, Sesame Street.
All right, Sesame Street. So this young doctor moved to this new community to replace the doctor who was retiring. Now, the older doctor suggested that the young doctor, accompany him on his rounds, so that the community then would become used to the new doctor. At the first house, a woman begins to complain to the doctor. She said, "I've been feeling very sick to my stomach." And the older doctor says, "Well, you've probably been overdoing the fresh fruit. Why not cut back on the amount you've been eating and see if that does the trick?" Now, as they left the house, the young doctor said to the older doctor, "You didn't even examine that woman. How did you come to that diagnosis?" The doctor said, "Well, I didn't have to. You notice that I dropped my stethoscope on the floor in there, and when I bent over to pick it up, I noticed a half dozen banana peelings under the bed. And that was probably what was making her sick." The young doctor said. "Pretty clever. I think I'll give it a try at the next house." Now, arriving at the next house, they spent several minutes talking with a younger woman. Now, she began to complain that she just didn't have the energy she once had. She said, "I'm feeling so run down and just so down lately." The young doctor looked at her and said, "Oh, you've probably been spending too much time at the church." The church? He said, "Perhaps you should cut back a little bit and see if that helps." Now, as they left the house, the elder doctor said, "I know that woman well. Your diagnosis is certainly correct, but how did you arrive at that?" He said, "Well, did you notice that I dropped my stethoscope, and when I bent down, I looked under the bed, and I saw two of the deacons hiding under the bed." Let's all stand and we'll sing.